It's not often we get to hear a dispatch call and then actually see the dispatch call in real time by somebody's film. And we had that situation just yesterday, or was it the day before? I don't know. I'm losing track of time. Anyway, the Raindrop works is one of the people we chat with on the Twitter, and she got stranded on the train. She was one of those people that got stranded on the train for hours and hours, like 9 hours. Okay, and I've always wondered why TriMet is never prepared for that to happen, because it happens often enough that they should have a contingency in place for that to happen, for when that happens, and they don't. It always seems to catch them flat-footed, and then they have to find some way to get them off, which in my way of thinking is just poor management, and management that doesn't care about the rider experience. And we already know that government doesn't actually care about the people. We already know that. And so all levels of government operate this way. It's not just picking on TriMet, but TriMet is my particular obsession as my laboratory for government in general. And so what you see is agency getting flat-footed again. And also, this is the first shutdown in TriMet history where they actually shut everything down. And I was there in 2008, and that was like a 10-day event. And they didn't shut everything down. They did shut the light rail down because of the ice. They don't have any solution to ice. But they kept, like the 57 was going. My runs were going until I lost my change. They kept everything going as best as they could. Now, this time, apparently, it was too much snow. And I'm not in Portland anymore, so I don't really know firsthand, but I know plenty of people that live in the area, and I've talked to all of them, and they all say the same thing. 2008 was worse. So what happened? Well, somebody on the Twitter let me know that part of the reason they shut down operations is that operators didn't show up for work. And that sounds logical to me. I mean, if you don't have the drivers, you can't do anything. Um, I don't know if it's true because we don't know what led to this decision, and we'll never know because government operates in total secrecy. The executive class doesn't tell the public anything. All of government functions the same like this. You have the people in government. Government serves the people in government and their contractors at the expense of the people. It doesn't serve the people. This is an important point to understand. Government no longer serves the needs of people. It's completely been hijacked by a neoliberal elite. It's become another crony capitalist functionary. Anyway, so let's watch the video, and then we'll put in the scanner, and then I'll comment.
I think it's going to chance to use it first and just up to something. But I was just going to the six. I mean, which was acceptable. It's like a large portion last night. Did you guys sit down and know that? No, that's not my decision. It's not my decision. People are even more stressed now tonight on the thing. It's got to be a higher. Where do you need to go?
160th and Gleason.
I can't hear you.
160th and Gleason. Yeah, you guys. When the train we were on got to 102nd and they told us to disembark, the shuttle that was going west left while I was still a third of the way across the street because of mobility issues. I got ditched by the bus because of handicap accessibility, and I've been out here since 10:15.
On the train all night that was cold because you couldn't get on the next train that we were on because of accessibility issues. This is a very major issue. Trying to do everything we can to resolve this.
I mean,
This is ridiculous.
I'm willing to give something of a pass on the train issue because that was an unusual circumstance.
They should have had buses out here.
Yeah,
They knew
that's,
about the storm days ago. Should have had buses out here.
well,
Contingency
they
and
had
all of that.
they had a bus. It went by. I saw it go by, and then it got stuck. And then no one knows. And then this bus took like an extra 2 hours to get to us, and then this bullshit.
Yeah, because this is even making the situation worse. I'm trying to figure out how are you going to get back out? You have to go back out east, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I heard him say something about 162nd and Stark, and yeah, that's in the neighborhood, but nobody's shoveling sidewalks, so I'd have to walk on 162nd and on Gleason
Yeah, they're going to have
to get home, and it's like,
better accommodation than this. This is ridiculous. This is outrageous. It really is. Wow.
you work for Tribal?
I work for the county, Oklahoma County. And I also can put on my phone right now, call the transportation commission. Trust. It's ridiculous.
That's not gonna work.
They get a couple more of those vehicles, they could freaking drive us to wherever they're going.
They should accommodate us as
Wi-Fi,
much as
battery operated.
humanly possible.
Security.
I mean, this is outrageous. They knew about this storm days ago. Should all kind of contingency in place. I'm worried about you. Once you get back out, once you even got dropped out there, it's gonna be very tough, mobility-wise.
If that ends up happening, I might be able to coordinate something, but I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
And it's figuring out how to be safe until
That's what my
I already did one interview with them today.
Really?
Yeah,
Where were they at?
I did it by phone.
Oh.
We had actually, had just left 102nd when I did the interview.
It's flat storage. That's good.
Okay, it's gonna go to 160th and Gleason,
Yeah.
okay? And it's gonna go to Jansen Beach, and that's it. Maybe going down the truck, right? I don't know, you have to tell me, Hey guys, where are you guys headed to? Okay, well. It's gonna, yeah, 160th and Gleason. It's gonna go there and it's gonna go to
This is
Jansen
in
Beach.
charge storage.
That's it?
It's a card storage.
Okay.
Is it
I
cloud
don't know what to
also,
tell
or
you.
do you have
You know,
any
that's what it was
telephone?
told to me.
Uh,
Okay? What told me, there's no service today. There's no service. The streets are not, the streets are not plowed. Which has not plowed. The bus can't go anywhere. It's the city of Portland that really hamstrung us. Okay? You can see the street. And Burnside's the only one that's been plowed.
What's that situation?
Like 9 o'clock
I don't always say that.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you're right. Such a letter shit and then another time.
Yeah, the mission's right there. It'll drop you off at the mission. There you go. Just get going. You gotta wake up. call 211. There's some warming centers that are available. And they'll make arrangements to pick you, perhaps hopefully to pick you up in that area. You have a call 211.
Maybe you guys can get off at the shelter up here. I don't know what to tell you, but there's no service. I don't know what to tell you.
32 feet?
You're on China.
What is that? 32 feet?
Emmanuel.
Can they get more than that?
Emmanuel.
I'll have to look for a different one. This one is 32 feet.
You can get one that goes 100 feet.
Understand that? Yeah, so we'll stick there. So it's not,
I
not
think
far
Emmanuel's
enough,
up that way.
Alright.
It seems you did not like the fact that I'm recording. Oh well. I'm a journalist as well as a agreed train passenger.
They're going to go past
100
there.
foot outside surveillance camera. Battery operated Wi-Fi.
That's right there.
It should be. Yeah. I have very little on my phone.
9101, go ahead. Okay, there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 people on the bus, and no one wants to get off. And no one really has a destination. They're just making up stuff. One guy wants to go to 160th and Gleason. The other one wants to go to Jansen Beach. We figured that out. But the rest of them are just sleeping and don't want to get off. I mean, another guy on the bus is recording me, so I'm trying to be politically correct and trying to figure this out, but no one wants to get off. And they're fighting verbally with me. 9101.
9101.
Well, that aged me about 10 years. Anyway, he's rolling, and I guess he'll keep you informed on what's happening on the bus. But it reminds me of the 20s, late night 20s. Just everyone's crashed out on the bus and doesn't want to get off. So, anyway, he's out of here.
All right, I copy. Thank you. I know that wasn't easy. Okay, 842.
Well, as far as the road supervisor is concerned, we don't know how long that guy's been on duty. It could be 24 hours for all we know. I don't know. But I don't really understand why he said it aged me 10 years. I didn't see any real stressful communication going on there. It looked pretty nice, actually. The one guy was a little bit adamant about things. I mean, if you'd been stuck on a train for 10 hours, you'd be a little hyped up too. So I don't understand that part. And as far as the people not getting off, can you blame them? Hell no. I wouldn't get off either. I mean, basically you're telling them to get out of the bus and freeze in the snow. Now, I know TriMet doesn't have an answer to that, and apparently they could get help from 211, but I don't know what he expected those people to do. They just say, yeah, we'll get off and freeze. And then his little dig at the late night 20. This is you see this attitude throughout the TriMet. It's basically they've become what's the word? They've become conditioned. They've become conditioned to be hard to the suffering of others. You see the same syndrome in police. You see so much of it. You see so many people in the ditch, and you see so many of them in the ditch that they don't mean anything to you anymore, and you don't think about them almost as people. And I think that's that lack of respect. It's a problem, but it's part of the industrial complex that's created this whole situation. It's just a general failure of our government again to actually provide for the homeless. And so where do they end up? On the TriMet. Because they're disposable people in our neoliberal world, and it's very heartbreaking to see this, and it's heartbreaking to me to know that I live in a society that devalues human life like this, and just, oh, go in the ditch and die. I mean, I have a problem with it myself personally, living in a society like this. It does bother me. But, you know, another day, another dollar. He gets paid at least, and he's probably making plenty of overtime. These guys that are working there are all getting overtime. I mean, so they get paid to suffer. But the riders don't get anything, and they suffer too. And you have to think of them first.